Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Hen and this is Crafting from the Broom Closet. So I am a big fan of a channel called Seven Plaza. The lovely Dutch lady called Marguerite, and she set a challenge for April. It's the ABC April 2025 challenge. And the idea is that every day you will be doing a letter of the alphabet. Sunday's off, but Monday through to Saturday, letter of the alphabet. And today's letter, obviously, 1st of April, is A. So today I'm going to be working on altered cards. So this is one I've done earlier, as you can see. So it started off as a Jack of clubs. No, Jack of hearts even. And I've changed it up a bit. A bit of patchwork in the background, bit of book page, and a fussy cut. And I think it looks really pretty. I don't know. Do you like it? I think it looks cool. Try to keep it simple. So my channel, I'm hoping to be able to do stuff with you that you'll have this equipment at home. No special equipment. Pair of scissors. These are kitchen scissors, because that's just what I happen to be finding. Bit close to the camera, sorry. Pair of kitchen scissors. A glue stick. This is just a cheap glue stick from a supermarket. And cards, obviously. So I've got a few. This one is obviously a normal playing card. This is the Jack of Hearts. But, you know, I've got standard playing cards. But I also, I have some old tarot cards that I don't use anymore. I'm not going to do the tarot cards today, but it just shows that you can use any cards. And I think I'm going to do the Queen of Hearts today. So, what else do you need? Well, junk mail. Possibly not the pizza thing, but you'll find something so you can cut out these little people, you know. The seascape there, beautiful. See what else I've got here that you could possibly use. I've got lots of junk mail, and I'll probably be using this junk mail in other projects along the way. We've got little maps there. You could cut them out. Little boat, you know. It's all sorts of things. I'm sorry the camera's so close. This is not my main setup. I'm in the middle of setting up my craft room, so we're just in a awkward position at the moment. That's a scene from New York. That's junk mail. I haven't paid a penny for these. Not a penny. So next thing we have is 3 magazines. This is a Tesco one and an Aldi one. The rose from that card came out of the Aldi one. 3 magazines that you pick up at supermarkets. So there you go. See that sort of thing. This is a bill of cross stitch pattern. A cross stitch that I never actually did. I looked at it and went, that's too complicated for me. But I've got the paper, so that will probably not be used today, but it can be used in a future project. Old maps, because no one reads maps anymore, so old maps. Book pages. Now this is from a book that actually just fell apart on me. It's The Two Gentlemen of Verona. It's a bit of Shakespeare, but sometimes books fall apart. So this is what that's from. I don't like destroying books, but if they're already destroyed and no one's going to want them. What else have I got? Tissue paper. So these have come out of, well, that one was one I purchased, but this has come out of something that was wrapped up for me. Tissue paper. What else have I got? That is paper from around some flowers. You know, anything can be used. I have got stuff that I've bought, so that I've had sitting in drawers. So I've got wrapping paper, even some Christmas wrap if you want to go Christmassy. And also, what else have I got? Oh, and this is tea dye paper. There will be tutorial on dyeing naturally, but this is tea dye paper. So there you go. So I'm going to have a bit of fun playing with this. The other thing you will need, and I forgot to mention it, is sandpaper. Now, this is just basic sandpaper, P80. You can use a sanding block. You haven't got that, maybe you've got an emery board that you can use, anything. So basically you just need it to rough up the surface. So let's start with roughing up the surface. I don't need the whole sheet of sandpaper because you'll just tear a little corner off. There we go, roughing up the surface. Give it a good roughing because the surface is quite shiny, so things sticking to it could be difficult. So, like I said, if you haven't got the sandpaper, you might have an emery board for your nails. As you can see, I don't really look after my nails, so I haven't got one. I use the sandpaper. And you can rough up the back if you want. I'm not going to. I don't think it's necessary because I'm not sticking anything to it, and I quite like the back as it is. If you was trying to antique it more, you might want to rough up the back. You might want to put some sort of stain on it just to antique it more. I just want it, really, I'm only roughing it up to, I mean, it looks quite nice with the faded, but it's also so you can adhere things to it. So, what am I going to do? I did find something in the Tesco's book that I thought I would use for this card. Let's move everything out of the way again. I pulled the Tesco book at the bottom of the pile because, you know, I'm that clever. So obviously I got the flower out of this one. So it's the Aldi one. So it's like there's bouquets and stuff. These are all a little bit too big for the playing cards, but they can be used on other projects. But the one I cut out was from there, and it was a single stem rose. So, but what I've seen in this one, sticking with the heart theme, I think. Where have I put it? I folded the page down, of course, there it is. So this is mainly food, this Tesco magazine. So I found pasta hearts and a heart cutter. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use the pasta or the heart cutter, so I'm going to cut them both out and see which one I prefer. So I'm just going to do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've decided on, I think I'm going to go for the cutter. What was the cutter? It looks like a black heart, because, you know, I've got one of them. I haven't really. I've also decided on a bit of book page, but I also thought, rather than just go black heart, I might tear a bit of the roses here and have them in the background. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so we're going to start with, I'm going to have the book page as the background this time, because otherwise it's black on. I mean, it would work, but I think the red background would be cool. So I'm going to tear off a bit of this. The thing is, once I've glued it on, I can cut around the edges, but I do want it to go so that the corner, the green is just peeking through. That's how I want it. So this is where it's not going to tear the way I want it to. There we go. So we're just having it torn like that. Am I happy with that? No, I think it's a bit too jaggedy. I'm just going to take some of them pointy bits off. Now, if you are an inker, you could ink the edge there like that. I'm not going to do that because that's specialist equipment. And like I said, I don't want us to do anything with specialist equipment. You could get a marker pen and go along the edge if you wanted to. But I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down and then I'll trim around the card. So, like I said, just simple Pritt stick. Where's the Pritt stick gone? Glue stick. Pritt stick's a brand. It's not a Pritt stick, it's just a glue stick. So, oh, let me put that paper underneath me. So, I should have it. I think that should be enough. I'm putting a bit of paper, scrap paper underneath me to, you know, protect my surface from the glue. So, let's get that lined up where I want it. I think I like it with the queen's head sticking out. just like that. Yep, I think that's good. Because it's pretty sticky, it does take a little while drying, so I might move that around. Yeah, just like that, I think. So I'm happy with that. Just push it down. You can use anything really to extra push it down. I would normally have my ruler here. I didn't get it out today because I'm not working. I'm doing the measurements. So just make sure that it's stuck around all the edges, and that one is. And then you can take it off and just trim around the outside. It really doesn't take long. You use the card as your template. Oh, let's go right the way up to it. I said, I'm sorry about the setup. I'm hoping to have a better setup before the end of the week. And I've just cut into the card, but hey ho. You won't. Oh no, I haven't. I just missed a bit of. Have I cut into the card? Oh, the card's got a rough edge. That's why. These were cards I had. I played a game with people and I put little different colour indicators on them. So I can't actually play cards with them because they got marks, although they are on the front, so it wouldn't be an issue. So I'm trimming around the corner there, the little round corner. Follow the card round so you get the nice round. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you the round corner there. So follow the card round with your scissors. These are not the best scissors, but I just wanted to show you that you can do it with very basic equipment. So it's a pair of kitchen scissors. Try again. I've missed the whole edge there. There we go. There we go. So there you go. So that's that one layer done. Okay. Now, like I said, I thought I'd do some of this rose. So I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna tear it like straight down. So, don't need the edges. So let's just go tear along there. Tear along there. Tear down there. And tear across there. There you go. No straight edges. No messing about. I think that's too big. So reduce that down a bit because that's covered up the whole paper. So let's go there. Tear that down there. And tear that across there. But don't throw away this bit because you can use that on something else. So we go for that. Let's have a look. How does that look with my heart? Not happy with that. So I am going to tear a wider part, I think, because that I'm not happy with. So let's see. Like I said, don't throw things away. That's no good for what I need, but I've still got this big bit here. So tear that across. Tear down there. I do want some of the book page still showing. Let's tear you off there. And you off. I think I'm going to take that out there. So just, it doesn't have to be straight. Because I do really want to see the Queen still. So I think I'm going to go for that. And where's my heart now? Just buried it. And we'll put the heart there like that, I think. Am I happy with that? It's not perfect. But I don't hate it. Maybe I'll have the heart going over like that rather than centralising it. I don't know. What about the other heart? Do I like that heart better? Let's have a look. No, I do like the black heart better. So I think I'm going to put... I'm going to add something else, I think. I'm not happy with this. I like the red, but it's just not quite working for me. So, what can I add out of the scrappy stuff I've got? What about a bit of the tartan? The plaid paper. Tear a bit off of it. Tear a bit off. And if I go that, I'm liking that better. Obviously that's too high up, it's covering the Queen's face. I'll put that bit of tartan there, the plaid there. Put the red. You can still see the text behind, and then the heart there. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to move that over a little bit. So just stick them down. So we start move them out of the way. Put the plaid down. So obviously this is a tissue paper, but so you can either glue onto the card or onto the paper. If you're doing the tissue paper, it does tear easily, so just don't pull your glue too hard. See, told you. Oh, I'm guessing I'm putting a smaller bit of tissue paper on there. Don't know that. I've just lost my glue. Did you hear it roll? No, I'm going to actually put the glue onto the card. I've decided. But that's fine. I can work with that because I brought it in a bit anyway. So there you go. Put that bit of tissue paper there. A little bit higher, I think. Yeah, there. Okay. Where's my bit of... There's me red. So this one is a little bit tougher, so I can do it. Let's move that aside for a moment. Oh, got book page. Taking the book page with me. Oh. I will get better. I will get better, especially when I've got a better setup. At the moment, this is just a temporary setup. So hopefully I'll have a much better setup within a week or so. I'll put that there. So I want the be like a little bit over. I want the text to show a little bit more. That there. There you go. And then the last thing we're adding on is the heart. So there we go. I'm putting it there over that leaf because I don't like that leaf. And there we go. So there you go. That's an altered playing card. You can leave it plain on the back like that. So a normal basic playing card. If you wanted to, you could put some paper on here so you can use it as a writing space. But I'm going to leave it like that. So that's the one I did on camera. And where is the one I made earlier on? She's lost it. Oh, there you go. And there's the one I made earlier on. I do prefer the one I made earlier on. But they're both completely different. And just using little bits out of a supermarket free magazine. And also a bit of book page and a bit of tissue paper. Okay. So tomorrow it is B. And tomorrow we will be doing beads. All you need for that is your supermarket magazine or any colourful paper. See you soon. Oh, and glue. I forgot that. You need glue too.